I've been here 16 years.
I've been here 21 years.
Almost 25 years.
I've been with them a long, long time, 28 years to be exact.
I've been here for a little over 22 years now. It's a company that once you kind of become part of, it's where you want to be.
Broadmoor Construction is a true family business dating back to 1973, but its roots go much deeper. In 1909, Arthur Bowe started it all by building 4 homes in New Orleans. By 1913, his brother Henry had joined him. Bowe Brothers has survived and thrived for more than 100 years in an ever-changing and highly competitive industry.
The good work we do is appreciated by our community. Community is the general public, the people that work for Broadmoor, the clients that we serve.
Broadmoor was founded to serve the commercial building market, and since then it has built and rebuilt not only some of the area's most recognizable structures, but also a highly respected reputation.
When people hear that Broadmoor is building the project, they feel good about that because they know it'll be done on time and done right.
On time and done right. 4 words that mean a lot to Broadmoor, and words the company backs up.
We think that the core purpose of any business, the reason why it exists, is beyond just making money. It's not a description of products and services. It's really more about capturing the spirit of who and what we are, and the importance of what we do. And it never changes. So we think that Broadmoor's purpose is to honorably serve our communities.
And that purpose comes from the core values Broadmoor lives by every day, the guiding principles that decide who they are and how they do their work.
They're so fundamental to us that no matter how much the world changes, those core values remain the same. The core values of our company have not changed in 100 years.
And it all starts with family.
Everyone here has your back. Between everyone who works for Broadmoor, the Bowe family, they all appreciate that we have lives outside of work.
I've been to other companies, you know, but when I got with Broadmoor, I found a home. And this is where I'm gonna retire at, if the good Lord says.
Good days and bad days. We're a team, and to me, that's it's something special.
I do have a respect for your family life, and it's unique, I think, in companies in general, but certainly in this industry.
The first time I came here, when I started working here, it's like it can't get any better than this. But it does every day.
I kind of feel it all the time. I feel like the grandpa teaching all the grandkids what they got to do, or the children, you know. So it's been a challenge. In fact, I got a crew out at the airport build out that calls me grandpa. So I mean, what else can you ask for?
We take care of our people when they're in need. A great example of that was in the period after Katrina, when people were struggling to get back on their feet. I think the company helped the folks that work here, and in return they did some wonderful things for us and for our community.
Doing the right thing is something that Broadmoor preaches daily, from the top of the company down, and there is no easy way out.
Do the right thing is ethical conduct, honest dealings. It's pretty much like the golden rule: treat others the way you want to be treated. So no shortcuts. Even if it costs money, we're going to do things right.
That's what has always been instilled in us, that you're never going to go wrong here as long as you're doing the right thing.
Every day when we go to work, we have that legacy behind us, and we know that their mission and their objective first and foremost is to do the right thing, whether it's from clients, to subcontractors, to owners.
Going hand in hand with doing the right thing is keeping promises.
If we say it, we're going to do it.
It's a core value that has been tested over the years, and while it may bend, it does not break.
It's just our way of life. You know, we keep our promises. We don't go back. If we say we're going to do something, hell or high water, we're going to get it done.
Even in 2005, when Broadmoor faced the monumental challenge of rebuilding and reopening the Superdome in time for a Monday night showdown with the Atlanta Falcons, just 13 months after Hurricane Katrina.
It was exhilarating because we had 2 box suites next to each other for all the team that had done all that work to be together to witness the fruits of their labor, and it was a memorable experience from that standpoint. And then the game was just cathartic for the whole city. So it's one of those days you'll never forget.
At Broadmoor, there have been plenty of unforgettable days, none likely to the magnitude of September 25th, 2006, but all important. all vital parts of the company's DNA, and the core value, never be satisfied.
We have to keep getting better. We want to be the best we can be. No matter how much success we have, we want to do better.
It's pretty much impossible to stay the same, so if we're always striving to get just a little bit better and not resting on where we are, then that's what we're about.
Whatever you do, even if you do your best, you know, it could be better if someone else, if it's looking through someone else's eyes.
Every day, Broadmoor tries to perpetuate the legacy by being part of something special, the final core value, the last but not least.
Our founders gave us a gift of building an enduring company, and so our job is to pass this company on to the next generation.
Maybe 40, 50 years from now, have this type of interview with somebody referencing some of the things that we're doing today, which should be the goal.
Can't see how blessed I am to be a part of Broadmoor. And they helped me in so many ways. You know, it's almost like I look forward to getting up in the morning, coming to Broadmoor.
And after all these years, after all the advancements and major projects, what would the Bow brothers think if they could see what's happening today?
I think that our founders would be very proud of where we are, and I think they would think that we were doing exactly as they intended, which was to build a company that perpetuates itself.
I think they would sit back and say, yep, those guys are doing the right thing.
I think they'd be very proud, very proud.
Oh, I think they would be extremely proud of all the work that has come about with Broadmoor.
This company is put on the city of New Orleans. You could drive all around the city and say, Broadmoor did this, Broadmoor did that, and that really means a lot.
The founding fathers of this company would be amazed at the progress that has come from just 4 houses.
You're talking about rebuilding the Superdome. You're talking about building offshore production platforms, working for Shell and KOS or McDermott. I mean, they would be absolutely amazed at some of the stuff we have done.
And the story still has so many chapters to be written.
If my grandfather was sitting here, I would tell him he had it easy, which he would laugh at. You know, certainly what we do is more complicated than it's ever been, and that's a fact that the world that we exist in is more complicated. And so we've adapted and we've changed over decades, and we have to survive, but at the same time, this core purpose and core values never changes.
A time-tested system that builds goodwill, good relationships, longevity, and intense loyalty.
I'm Broadmoor for life. You got to know that. And I'm not just saying that. I'm Broadmoor for life.